Hello beautiful ones, this is Eliza Kendall speaking to you on Wednesday the 18th of November 2020. I am in Bundjalung country in Australia, northern New South Wales. It's nice to see you and to speak with you and to witness you in this moment as you witness me. I am eternally grateful that you have chosen to be here at this time on the planet, that you have chosen to incarnate and to contribute to this tremendous, amazing, profound time. And I know and trust that you are contributing in whatever way that you can. And sometimes that means contributing by just being present. Sometimes it means contributing by being aware of those who come in front of you and offering compassion wherever you can. Sometimes your way to contribute just means tending to your own healing, healing your own symptoms, resolving your own internal conflict. This is really the most important way to contribute, is to consistently, continuously sustain and maintain your own sense of harmony. This is the most effective way that you can contribute to the ascension of all life on planet Earth. I often have clients come and ask me about the Earth. They ask me about natural disasters. They worry about the planet and what will happen to her. And every single time these questions are asked, a very similar response is given. And that response is that the Earth is in a transformational process, just like us, of course. She is realigning and reharmonizing to the newness of this now moment. She is leveling up, just like we are. And as she levels up, things on the surface will change. But the very best way that we can help her is to support her with our love and recognize and respond to her beauty. It is not to worry about her or to be angry, or to send anger to her, to think of her in negative ways, to worry about natural disasters, or to worry about the Earth suddenly turning on us all and killing us off because we have ruined her. The Earth is not vengeful at all. She is evolving, she is transcending and growing, and she transmutes a lot of the energy for us. She supports our ability and capacity to thrive on this planet in so many, many, many ways. And again, in order to support her and to be in a really beautiful reciprocal relationship with her, give her your love. Recognize her beauty. Notice the things that you love about nature and point those things out to other people. Know that she will change and she is changing, but the bulk of the, let's say, internal shuffling that has occurred in the inner realms of the Earth have already occurred. And so the changes that are occurring on the surface will be less and less dramatic in the natural disaster kind of way. The changes that are happening on the surface for the next few years are really going to be around the human structures, the infrastructures and the systems. So again, there is really no need to worry. The Earth is looking after herself. There are many light workers, Earth warriors all over the planet, both incarnated and not, who are contributing to repairing the ley lines and working with the grid lines of the planet, which is going to support her easy and graceful transition and ascension. So yeah, love her, be with her, spend time in her, listen deeply. And the other thing I wanted to speak with you about today that I think is really one of the most important things to continue to cultivate right now is around presence. Now, I'm noticing there's a lot of emotions coming up, there's a lot of anxiety, a lot of fears are moving around the field right now with the collective. And as these emotions and these feelings come up, we often have a tendency to want to analyze them and to dissect them and trying to understand them with our logical mind. And we often dig around in our own subconscious mind as well to try and find a story that we can associate with these thoughts that we're having. A place that we can identify to them. And so the encouragement here is to stop identifying with those feelings and that story, and instead simply feel the feelings as they're there and allow them to be there. And as a method to assist, to harmonize them, just become present in your body. That's really all I'm suggesting. So whatever state you're in, whatever emotion or feeling of uncomfortability or confusion or worry that you are in, simply pause where you're at, close your eyes and breathe for a minute. And as you breathe, feel the energy moving into your nostrils, feel it tickling the hairs, feel it moving down the back of your trachea, feel it enter in your lungs. Feel it pressing and expanding out the chest. Feel it filling up both the top and the bottom lungs, the right and the left lungs. And then drop your attention down into your body. Feel the wind, feel the air moving around your body. Feel where it touches your skin. Hear the sounds that are around you. Hear the sounds that are in the immediate environment. And hear the sounds that are in the further reaches of your auditory possibilities. Feel the temperature on your skin. Feel where your skin is warm and where your skin is cold. Notice different things about your experience that are out of your head. That is all. Just drop into your body and allow yourself to feel that which is there in your sensory capacity. What does this do? This immediately takes you out of your head and essentially stops you from wanting to find a story to make yourself wrong again and again, to make yourself still need fixing again and again, to continue cycling around the old patterns that you've been moving through again and again and again. A really easy way to just stop those patterns is to just get into some presence. That's all. It doesn't require you to do anything else. But the moment you do that, and if you can just allow yourself to spend a little time here, what happens is that story, that train, or that thought form that wants to kind of attach to the story, it just peters out and it kind of is diverted. And it's like, oh, hang on, there's something else here that I can give my attention to. And then what happens is the neural pathways in your mind that have wired together that say, you know, I can't see the pathway up ahead, so I feel anxious. They've wired together and they now fire off together. They begin to unravel themselves. And so you can essentially create new neural pathway connections within yourself by just retraining your mind and bringing it out of your head and back into your body and into a state of presence. This is also the way that we access all the wisdom that we want, the way that we can hear our guidance from our guides, the way that we can listen very deeply to our own internal parts and processes that want attention and want to exchange information with us. This is the way that we can communicate with the elements and receive knowledge and wisdom from the elemental forces, from the mineral kingdom, from the plant kingdom, from the ancestors. All of these things, including expanding your spiritual capacities and expanding your psychic development, requires you to cultivate the art of presence. And presence also allows you to stand strong and calm within the storm if it rages, okay? When things continue to change and move around, what is the one thing that you need? Adaptability. Adaptability is really easily achieved through the art of presencing, because in that moment, you get yourself into the present state, you already begin to adapt into what is there instead of trying to change things to sort of fit some past expectation that you've come into the present moment with. Does that make sense? I hope so. Okay, all right, that's enough for me. For now, that'll do. Yes, they're very happy with us highlighting and illuminating, and they're pleased with me speaking to presence. And what they're showing me is that when we are present, what happens is that we essentially open up the receptivity that we have to receive, well, let's just say one thing, quantum healing. So what is quantum healing? It is the art of, well, I'm going to, remove the word art. It is the act of spontaneous healing within the body. Quantum healing is really where it's at right now with healing. It is the way forward for humanity, as well as frequency and sound healing. Of course, these are all coming into the same umbrella of quantum healing. And so it is really where it's at right now for us as a collective moving forward, as we continue to open deeper and deeper to our potential and our capacity to grow and evolve and to work with the forces that are presented to us in the moments. And so when we are in the present, we are really anchoring all of our life force energy into this moment, what we're essentially doing is not only sending our roots deep down into the ground and anchoring deeply and allowing full support from below and essentially building our sense of belonging on the planet and our sense of purpose on the planet and our sense of worth to be here, but what we're also doing is opening up all these receptors to receive the cosmic downloads, to receive the light that comes continuously from above if we're receptive and open to be receiving it and allowing it to enter us. And so this is really what we're talking about here is also, cosmic wisdom. It's also our ET guides, those of you that relate to being a starseed. It's your starseed family communicating with you and constantly pouring energy and light. This is also about ascension codes, crystalline light in order to contribute to our evolution. It is being poured down to us, and again, when we drop into a state of presence, we are able to fully receive that. And so this is what is required in order for you to level up, in order for you to spiritually evolve. It's very simple. Yes, and they're also just reaffirming that this is the way to move out of the old patterns and the way to sort of recalibrate yourself into the newness and into the now moment, and the way to kind of regrow yourself, so to speak. So if there are qualities and things about you or different ways that you move through the world that you don't really like and you're not really wanting to change now, absolutely accepting that they're there is a very important step. But again, this also comes from being present. So they're really saying that by the act of presence and allowing yourself to feel and be, to feel and be, feel and be, feel and be in the moment, instead of think and figure and think and figure, feel and be. This is actually a method to heal and to release and to let go of those past programs and patterns, because the support right now coming from let's say the energetic, we could also say the spiritual support coming down for us to be releasing these old patterns is so potent right now that really what they're saying is all that's required is for you to make a choice to continuously re-presence yourself. And this is just so easy. And they're just, this is so beautiful that they're sharing this with us and that they're offering this to us, because it is the easiest way they've presented in my awareness to really receive healing and to let go of the past patterns and programmings and fears. They're really just saying continue to offer presence to the space around you and yourself, and you will continue to be cleansed and cleared of these old patterns and programmings. It's nice. They're really showing me that image of just sitting, allowing the pranic tube to open, and just by being present and just sitting there and hearing some sounds and feeling when my shirt is touching my back, and just noticing the pressure where my feet are crossed and they're pressing against each other, and feeling a slight bit of breeze touching the front of my body. And just as I'm doing that, what's happening is that I'm receiving healing, and I'm supporting the the relaxation of my nervous system, which means that my body can continue on its intrinsic pathway of healing. The moment my nervous system unravels and relaxes, and when I'm trying to figure things out and I'm in my head and I'm worried, or I'm thinking that there's something wrong with me, or I'm not good enough, any of these thoughts, my nervous system is not really having an opportunity to rest and repair and relax. And so this wonderful offering here is also passed down now as a method to really repair some of the stress on the body and the systems that life on earth has been a consequence of. And they're really asking and again encouraging us to do a lot of this that they've suggested leading up to the solstice, and really be doing this every day in as many moments as you can. And then during the solstice time, if you choose to open to that gateway, there'll be a lot of clarity come down for you around steps to take to move forward in more of an actionary, unique life purpose way. It is. I have an Australian original man here who sometimes comes to speak with me. He's an elder. He's a spirit. And he's reminding us, and really grateful that we are turning our love and our care and our attention to nature, and he's reminding us to stand up for her, but to do it in an empowered way, not a fear way, not a scared way, which means not an angry way, an empowered way. And yes, there can be some passion there, and enthusiasm is good. But he's also saying, do it from a place of calmness within yourself, and it will have a good response, it will have a good impact, and you will truly step into your role as an earth warrior. If you are able to be a warrior who is calm and peaceful within, even while you are strongly advocating for the care of all life. And a light warrior is both. A light warrior holds that strength, and they speak and act in a strong way, but they do not do it from a place of fear or disempowerment. They do it from a place of knowing. He's also saying that it is appropriate to be continually speaking with nature and asking her what it is you can learn, to be receiving wisdom from the elements, wisdom from the animals that present to you, and if you can, receiving direct wisdom from any indigenous human to the land that you're on, anyone that has information about how to, align with the earth and the land, how to communicate with her, how to work with her, how to move with her, change with her. Okay. He's lovely, lovely man. Thank you, brother. And so, okay, so I'm just going to I'm going to offer, if you want to receive it, just a lot of love, a lot of energy, of love that is just moving through me. It is not of me, it is the energy of Source. And so it moves freely around, through and around and in and out, and it moves freely through you now, as it allows for some density to be dispersed. It moves freely through you now as it allows for fears to be dispersed. It moves freely through you now as it allows for uncertainty to be transformed. Breathing that in as you like. If you wish to receive it, simply breathing that energy in. That's right, feeling it encourage and entice your presence and your capacity to just drop into this beautiful state of deep, deep listening to the moments as they present to you. Accepting what's there. Holding a state of harmony with you in your own internal home. That's right, good, thank you. Wonderful. And so as you have watched this and received this, there has already been an exchange of energy and an elevation in your consciousness as you simply watch and receive this video. So thank you for that. And sending lots of love, always endless, epic love. And talk to you next week, if not before. This Sunday I have a course starting if you're interested to drop deeper and cultivate some more serenity and inner trust. I have a 21-day course starting on Sunday the 22nd. Send me a message if you're interested in that, or you can check out my website. I'll put it at the end. The course is called Serenity Now, and it starts this Sunday. So if you want to get in on that, get in real quick. So much love. Talk to you later.